name is B-rad and welcome back. Today we're going to be racing here at Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix. And last time we did the Imola Romagna Grand Prix. The race went pretty well, I will say at the very least. The race did go well. We ended up finishing pretty well though in the Driver Championship so far. We finished P4. Pretty much short to a podium, and then we had Zhou Guanyu get P10 for the Grand Prix. So pretty good race for both of our drivers, and once again, this is the pit stop challenge standings, the way things are at the moment. And I also do want to say, well, I'll say that here in a minute, but this is what the Constructors' Championship looks like at the very moment in time. And this is actually what the Drivers' Championship looks like. So, yeah. Either way, though, I'll just make sure that everything is up and running. Hopefully. But, yeah. Hope I'm not starting out too late though, because I don't know. But either way, we'll just see how it all goes. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their day so far. But either way, if you're enjoying this so far, I really appreciate it. As you would like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. But I also really appreciate it if you hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video from me, because I do upload every day. I also stream on Twitch every day. I do occasionally. It's rare that I post on TikTok and Instagram. Really appreciate if you follow me on there as well, using my username down below in the description for YouTube. But either way, we're going to be racing here at Monaco. At Monte Carlo. So we're going to take a look at our inbox. Our underfloor has officially gotten manufactured. Very good. And then we have our inspection stuff. So front wing, rear wing failed in Joe's car. However, the rear wing failed on Bottas's car. So, yeah. And obviously we have Franco Colapinto and Logan Sargent scouted, so they're ready. So we'll see how all this goes. But with that, we do have a new underfloor, so it's very good. We are now basically 7th quickest overall, and today we could even challenge potentially for a podium this race. We could even do the same at Baku. But we're overall, on the overall side of things, we are pretty much P7 across the board, so yeah. With that, we have a couple manufacturer slots open up for us, so we're going to go ahead and manufacture some underfloors. We're going to put 3 underfloors in there. And then we're going to put for the, so it's either going to be suspension or side pods we're going to manufacture. So medium risk for both, medium risk for both. So I think we'll just do suspension for now. And do 3 of these, just in case. And then once the front wing comes in, we will do a, once the front wing manufacturing comes in, we will do side pods manufacturing as well. So with that, again, we had a pretty good race. Valtteri is enthusiastic after his 4th place finish. He did really good. He's actually done better than all the races he's done for the team so far. He's currently sitting 7th in the Drivers' Championship. Last season he finished 15th, excuse me. But when he first joined Sauber, he actually finished 10th in his first year. So hopefully we actually have a good season. And Joe didn't get many points in his first or second season as an F1 driver, but he has gotten points. A little more points than he has had in his entire career. That's because we have been managing his career very well. But we're going to go ahead, though, and get ready to go through time here to get ready for Monaco. So we'll see how everything goes. We're going to scout. I guess the rest of these guys are affiliates, so I guess we're going to scout Pato Ward, and then we'll scout Frederick Vesti here. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to go through time now. And yeah. So here we are, ready for the Monaco Grand Prix. We have 5 front wings now. So now we'll go over to side pods and manufacture 3. So it's going to take a bit for the projects to get done manufacturing. So it's going to take 20 days to get done manufacturing. I want to look at the chassis. They're both at medium risk, but they are going to last quite a long time compared to the others. So their inspection risk, failure risk is medium, so the chances of the chassis failing are slim because they have been on the car pretty much ever since, where was the chassis first? So I think we've had it on ever since, hang on, where's the chassis? So here's the chassis. There's 1, and then here's 2. So ever since Japan. Okay, so we're fine. It's gonna be like 4 to 8 races, I think. So yeah, again, 4 to 8 races. There's a good chance that there is a good chance. Okay, well, either way, so take a bit to, pretty much failed inspections, so we'll be fine there in the chassis department. For the Monaco Grand Prix, it's looking like as though that we have a shot to get a podium at Monaco. If it's at any race during this season, Monaco has to be the place where we get a podium. So we're going to go ahead and put 16th for Valtteri and 16th for Joe Guan Yu, because we can do better than 16th with a car that's really good.
To one of the biggest weekends in
here we go. So yeah. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get the setup for our drivers ready to go. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their beautiful day so far. I know I am, or wherever you are. Maybe it's nighttime for you, maybe it's daytime for you as you're watching this, but whatever time it is, hopefully you're enjoying yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and replace our fresh components with worn out components so we can save our best engine components for qualifying and Grand Prix. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be the setup that they'll be getting. Let me check Valtteri. Yep. All good there. And now we're ready to replace engine components. Very good. So there's Joe. And there we go. We are now ready to go to FP1.
And that should be the green light now.
So I didn't actually check the weather going into this race. So it's going to be dry this session. It's going to be raining during qualifying most likely and practice. So Saturday is going to be wet. But most of the weekend's going to be dry.
Still the same.
Oh, dang it.
The tyres are on the cold side.
Oh, dang it, man.
Tires are the cold side.
Anyway. Hopefully, Boltas can get a podium for this car. Because podium would be lovely. It would be lovely for the team all the way around. Okay.
So I'll take some quick comments.
So Valtteri
Okay.
is already at optimal. That's fair. So Valtteri again, already optimal. Very good. So his braking stability was great while everything was optimal. Very good. And there we go. That'll be the changes that he'll be running, and soft tires. I guess soft tires.
How's the tire temperature?
Try to walk
Let's see about Joe, 98%. So he'll be coming in this lap. Same case as Valtteri. Everything's optimal, braking stability, which is at good, or great rather. And this will be the setup change as well for Joe Guan Yu. On to the soft seat will be on. So we'll see how these boys do here in their second stint.
And try to keep the temperatures up in these tires.
Alright. Alright.
How is the car balance for you?
Alright, Valtteri is at 100%.
Copy, copy.
Let's see about Joe here. %, for Bottas, but unfortunately,
Copy.
Joe is not at 100%. So Joe, same thing. Braking stability is still at great. So we're gonna have to move this up for Joe, and that'll be his setup. Valtteri is ready for the next Grand Prix, so no longer need to worry about Bottas. He'll finish this session out on hards. Yeah, by the way, yesterday's stream, or well, technically it was yesterday, but then it went on to the next morning, but, yeah, let's just say, things didn't really pan out,
You can go to Monaco.
in last night's stream on Twitch. Things didn't really go to plan, so I didn't really, I kind of didn't really, whatchamacallit, wasn't really in the best mood, really, after the stream was done. So, I pretty much said that I was going to put it on YouTube, but then I was like, I don't think so, because of the fact that how bad the racing was yesterday in F1 24, I decided that I'm not going to upload it to the channel. So, but it's there on my Twitch in case you want to watch it, but there is going to be some there is going to be language, obviously. But, yeah. So, once again, we'll go ahead and move on to FP2.
Okay, that's the green light now.
And we're going to have mediums for both drivers. And then, once they head back down to pit road, or head back to the garage, we'll put them on softs to end the session. I wonder what the moves are going to be like for the next season's grid. Alright. So let's see what Joe Guan Yu has for his setup for this Grand Prix.
Copy, Joe.
Let's see. Joe 100% as well. So he is now ready for the next race. So we're basically done here for managing practice. That's going to be bad. That's going to be raining during qualifying. In my opinion, it's going to be bad because we can't really show our true potential. Alright, let's go ahead and put them on softs again. There we go. And they're gonna end the session on medium, on softs now. That or it's gonna be medium tires again. Who knows? I could be wrong. I'm always known to be wrong. And I'm gonna be right back for like 2. Alrighty. I kind of predict Bottas kind of finishing 4th or 5th again. Because I don't think he will get on the podium, I'll be honest. I don't think he will. If he does, then it's going to be not by much. But it's Monaco, you never really know. And looks like both Valtteri and Joe Guarnier are going to head down the pit lane before the end of the session. They'll actually end on softs because it's not going to matter all that much. So I might as well just go ahead and set them out as they're getting ready to end the session, pretty much. This will be the last lap. Except for Valtteri. Oh, it is Valtteri's last lap, so he'll come down pit road. And it looks like Joe is done. Russell, 19th quickest. Oh, I didn't even show FP1 results, did I? Here's FP2. Max Verstappen, fastest in the session. Obviously, we were 17th and 19th. Here is FP1. Perez being the quickest in the session. And also 17th and 20th. And we're going to go ahead and simulate FP3. And let's go qualify.
Continues with qualifying.
So this, basically the main thing of Monaco when it comes to the race is qualifying. So whatever you're going to start is kind of going to be an idea of where you're going to finish. As long as you don't wreck out, obviously. So yeah. I don't know if it's going to, whatchamacallit, I don't think it will dry up during qualifying. But again, I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I'm just not going to participate in qualifying if it's raining. So I'm just going to simulate the session and show you the results. So here is, oh, it didn't show who got eliminated in Q1. Well, both of our drivers got in to Q2. So I don't know who did what in the session. And again, we're going to simulate Q2. Game, I kind of wish you would show me the results. And both of our drivers made it to Q3 as well. Very good. And let's see, where do we qualify for the main race? Let's see. It was 5th and 8th going into Q3, but what is it now? Is it any good? So we'll go ahead and take a look at qualifying. So we're starting P6 and P10. So we barely got into Q3, I think, with Joe. So that's interesting to see. So it looks like Alonso, Russell, Ricardo, Stroll and Magnussen got eliminated from Q3. Hulkenberg, Albon, Sargent, Gasly, and Ocon got eliminated going into Q2. So, basically, here's the starting grid for the Grand Prix. To see if anybody got grid penalties. It doesn't look like as though anybody got grid penalties. For this race, I think the main race here is a one-stop. I think it's going to be a one-stop race here. Just because less stops. I don't want to risk another pit stop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be Valtteri's strategy. He's going to go on the mediums and conserve. Basically the same approach as Q3. Or as Imola, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So, looks like Joe is going to be pitting a lap before Valtteri does. So, Joe will be coming down the pit road just about just before Valtteri will. So, we'll see how that goes. And this is also the stats that Valtteri gets here. So 97 on braking, 98 on cornering, 92 on overtake, and defending 98. And that's because he's at very high confidence. This is Joe going to use confidence and his stats with it. So now we're going to go ahead and race here at Monaco
Welcome back, everyone.
for one of the biggest races of the season.
Now being made as we head into the race. And the cameras now shift to Sergio Perez, concentrating on the race ahead.
It's a second row start there in P4. The trick will be not to slip backwards because there are plenty looking to capitalize.
And the time has come.
Did
Let's
we
go racing.
move? Did we move up a spot?
We're here and the streets are abuzz.
I guess we might have. But I don't know. We start 5th, I guess. We do start 5th, we start B9, but it's lights out and away we go. That's because Leclerc took grid penalties. Excuse me, he's in pit road. So he's now going. So Leclerc had to take grid penalty with his engine components, I think. Hopefully we don't fall too bad from where we start. Hopefully. We don't fall back so much, but again, we'll kind of see how that goes here. We're kind of sticking with the top 4 at the moment. Very good. And already in the points, that's very good. I think we're just going to need some luck with like safety car or some wrecks maybe. So it looks like Verstappen has a mechanical fault, so does Ocon.
Yeah, a lot of engine braking, guys.
Looks like Ocon has a potential engine issue. What about Verstappen? It's also a gearbox problem. What about Danny Rick? Do we know about Danny Rick? It's ERS issue. ERS is not that bad, but you gotta worry about your battery. Valtteri can't push his ERS, but Joe can. Not much Valtteri can do. So basically right where we start is probably where we're gonna finish, just because of how dangerous the streets of Monaco are and how close confined everything is at this track. And here comes Joe out of the corner. He's gonna have ERS enough to get through the lap. That ARS is going to charge like really quickly, to where we'll have enough for the next laps, next few laps or so. Sorry, 50% for Joe. Almost there for Valtteri.
And try to keep the temperatures up on these tyres.
I think we should just push, yeah. Push, honestly. For Valtteri. Just because
You're doing a good job there.
of the sheer fact that... Alright, now we can serve again. Alright, so we're going to conserve our tires again. Kind of get back to operating temperatures where we need the tires to be. To manage the wear. Again, we're going to keep spamming the ERS deployments. So we can keep pushing here. And it looks like Carlos Sainz does pick up the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It looks like Verstappen has a major mechanical fault. His engine is also getting hot as well. Could be the mechanical issue getting worse. But who knows, honestly. So we've pulled away just a little bit from Piastri. Not too much. But we've pulled away a little bit. Clearly starting on the mediums was the better call. I probably should have started Joe on the mediums as well, but I kind of wanted him to be on an opposite strategy of Valtteri here. So Verstappen comes in for... So it looks like we've got some people doing 2 stops here for this Grand Prix, but I feel like 1 stop is just going to be better. So we might have to potentially push here for Joe to get around, there we go. Hamilton won't be a direct problem. So we're going to conserve just a little bit on the tire to kind of keep the tire wear at a rate where it should be. And we're going to put it back to light.
No overtake.
So I did not save my man's ERS a little bit. Oh, what happened to... Oh, Verstappen is out of the race. I didn't even see that. Verstappen is out of the race, and I believe he actually boxed for the hard tires. And as you can see, Ricardo has that fault in his ERS. I didn't even see Danny Rick having that, or not Danny Rick, but Max Verstappen
Focus on your face.
have that mechanical problem. Let's see if Occon's having that issue as well. Now remember, if we take a look at Ocon, he has a full engine problem, so whatever Ocon has, it could be a race ender right here if that mechanical fault gets any worse. And it looks like Yuki Tsunoda does bring in the fastest lap, but I do believe he has a fault of his own, I think. Actually, I don't know if he does. But, ooh. I believe that was Perez and Stroll right there battling for a spot, and Perez just kind of got bad luck there. So there's Valtteri on the push lap. Let's go on board with Ocon to see if his engine could go kaboom, which it can. I'll be honest. It really can. And Gasly now has a mechanical fault as well.
Some smoke at the back of the car.
Smoke coming out of Gasly's car. There's a yellow flag. And it's for
Now, we should be
Magnussen who
able to
locked
take a look
up.
here. Right, here's the action at turn 10. Struggling with the car. They were just unable to do much about it.
I hope I'm not... Okay, we're fine. I'm so focused on Ocon here with this mechanical fault. I can't really see smoke coming out. So, Joe is almost ready for his pit stop, because it will be the next lap for him. And again, I'm going to kind of stay on board with Ocon here to see if we have the fault or not. It most likely will become another mechanical fault, for sure. If we take a look here, Joe and Piastri are going to fight it out for 5th place. Potentially, Hamilton could get in the equation for that battle, and here is now Joe coming down the pit road, this time by. So Ocon is still driving right now. Let's see about Danny Rick, who's having a DRS issue at the current moment of time. And Valtteri is now going to be coming in for his stop. And it looks like Carlos Sainz has to fight Danny Rick. So Valtteri will be coming down this lap for the hard tires. And here comes Joe down the pit lane. And the team will give Joe a 3.1 stop. Not the stop we wanted for him. The question is, where will Joe go? He'll go 8th for the moment being on the medium tires. So Stroll, at the moment in time, has worse tires than him. And I'm pretty sure he hasn't pitted either. But here comes Valtteri. He wasn't. And here we are coming out of the pits. Where does Valtteri go? He's 4th at the moment, or 5th now. He does have Piastri to fight later on in the race. So Hamilton and Carlos Sainz still have to do a pit stop. And there's Carlos Sainz for the medium tires.
How's the tire temperature?
And now Bottas is in 4th.
Put a bit more temperature.
It's going to be close between Valtteri and Piastri. I think over time, Piastri's tires might wear out to where we can have a shot at 3rd here for this race. I mean, I could be wrong, but if Piastri keeps wearing out the tires the way he has them at right now, he could be out of this race. And here's Ocon, actually, who just came down to pit road. A lot of guys have mechanical faults. Albon has one as well. Let's take a look at Alonso. But I think we should look at Perez. Gearbox for Perez. Albon. Also gearbox. One of the Haas cars had an issue. Issue. Alonso has a gearbox problem. A lot of guys are having issues with gearboxes and engines and ERSs today. And again, we're trying to catch Oscar Piastri at this current moment in time. If we can get some ERS, maybe we can push just a little bit for Bottas to use up. And the gap between the two, I think, is either shrinking or gaining. The gap is kind of going up for Piastri here, but traffic could be an issue as well. And it looks like we could possibly have more traffic heading our way. Joe is now in 7th. And there it is, multiple cars have crashed. And I think Magnussen's out of the race. Let's see what happened with Sargent. And Sargent, I think, locked up, and there it is. Huge hit. So it looks like Magnussen's done. He's done for the race. There's nothing that Magnussen can do. He has to retire the car. And that's what he's doing. He is retiring from the Grand Prix. That changes the race. We're at, what, 17 to go, and Sargent also being handed a penalty. And it looks like Magnussen has had a front wing damage. And there we go. There's the front wing back on the car for Magnussen. And he just got out of the pits, so I would doubt Magnussen won't challenge Piastri here. So we might have to save ERS our own here.
Back to mode charge. Copy.
And then maybe push
Mode
our
race.
tires a little bit.
Okay.
To maybe help catch Piastri here. And on top of that, go on deployment here. As we are gaining rapidly on Magnussen, he lets us through. And by the way, just to say it, we've had races where we could have gotten race wins, or not race wins, podiums even, just because things haven't gone our way. And we're going to save VRS just a little bit. As we are gaining on the McLaren.
And mode race. Mode race.
I really want to catch Piastri so bad to get our first podium of the season. And now both of our drivers coming in on fuel. We have caught up to the McLaren. Now the question will be is that when do we get the chance to overtake them? That's going to be the main question. And I think the call now is to just use your tires here. And that could have been it right there. I might have just put the final nail in the coffin there for Valtteri. He could be out of this race entirely because of what I just did there. Put him on light condition. But he's on the back of Piastri. But can he make the move? Yes, he does. He goes for the lunge. He makes the overtake happen. Now, all he needs to do is hold the position. Now he has to defend. Now he needs to defend to keep this podium. At this point in time, the final lap has begun. And at this point, there's nothing that Valtteri can lose at this point. He has to keep going. This is the last lap of the Grand Prix.
Copy.
And now Lando Norris coming out of the final couple corners. He is going to win at Monaco for the first time ever in his Formula 1 career. He just won at Imola. He'll go back to back. And here comes Carlos Sainz to grab P2.
First over the line.
But for the first time ever in a long time, Sauber has now witnessed a performance by Valtteri Bottas, who lands third place in Monaco.
That will be the checkered flag.
And Oscar Piastri finishes fourth.
Great race. When you stop, just engine off.
And here comes Hamilton to end the day. P5 for his Mercedes. Not a bad day for him. He gained 2 spots on the day. Max Verstappen out of the race. That can change everything for the Drivers' Championship. And there he is, Hamilton. 5th place at the line. But here comes Joe. 6th for today as well.
Okay,
Leclerc
Joe,
from last place to 7th. What a race for Valtteri Bottas, who gets the team on the podium.
And Valtteri Bottas didn't disappoint. The Finn demonstrating his incredible talent.
Definitely a well-deserved podium. You've got to say their race strategy was very good indeed.
We may see these kind of scenes a lot in Formula 1, but it's easy to forget just what it means to the whole team. And this man certainly isn't finished with F1, proving he still has plenty to fight for in this sport.
It's wonderful to see them take their first podium of the year. They had to earn it, that's for certain.
Always always a special occasion here in the incomparable Monte Carlo. They'll be pushing the boat out here tonight, no doubt. So then, Karun, how do you think the Sauber team will be feeling after that?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And thank you everyone for joining us this weekend here in Monaco.
For the next round, the teams are travelling to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal.
And how about it? What a way to end the Monaco Grand Prix. Lando Norris wins the Grand Prix with Carlos Sainz and Valtteri Bottas joining him on the podium. That is Valtteri's first podium since 2021 when he was in Mercedes. Valtteri Bottas is back on the podium for the first time in Formula 1 since he was in Mercedes back in 2021. Oscar Piastri finished 4th, Hamilton 5th, Joe got 6th, and then Charles Leclerc finishing 7th gets fastest lap. Then you have Alonso, Tsunoda, and Russell who round out the points. Perez and Red Bull did not have a good day today at all, with Verstappen having a mechanical failure after the Grand Prix. So some of these cars actually had mechanical faults, barely survived today. Verstappen was not one of those drivers today. And now as you take a look at the championship for the drivers, Zhou Guanyu, after this race, he is now 10th in the championship. And to take a look at the constructors, Ferrari and McLaren have reeled in Red Bull. So it's pretty much an all brutal fight between Red Bull, McLaren, and Ferrari. And here is the DHL fastest pit stops for today. Red Bull did get some fastest pit stops done today. Alpine now jumps up to 3rd after today's race. Joe didn't have a great pit stop, but it is what it is. I don't think he really lost much time, really. I don't think he was going to get 5th anyway, but either way, podium for Valtteri Bottas. It is finally time that Valtteri Bottas gets on the podium. That's why he is here for next season, is because he knows that he can still do it, and I believe in him as well, which it happened today here at Monaco. So we take home $1 million here from the driver performance race targets, and James actually goes up a rating. Very good. And with that, that is it for this episode. I'm going to end it here before we step in for the Canadian Grand Prix. So with that, I just want to say if you enjoy this video, I really appreciate it if you like and subscribe down below, as I would really appreciate it. And if you want to keep watching this, or if you want to watch the series, I also have the playlist in my YouTube channel. If you view my YouTube channel and go to playlist, you'll see the playlist for Road to Glory, for Sauber, and so I actually have the whole Road to Glory career mode playlist for you to watch. And this is episode 8, but there are still some videos that are pretty good to watch either way. But with that, that is going to end it here at Monaco. Just taking a look at some mail right quick. So the best strategy for the race was the one stop. So we pretty much had every reason to go to this to the one stop strategy. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and actually load back to the thing right quick. And obviously, again, James up a rating. So now with that, just want to end it here. And with that, what a race. Podium in Monaco. After getting a straight up tease for 2 Grand Prix in a row at Miami and Monaco, but or Imola rather. But yeah, it finally happened. But with that, I'm gonna end it here. So with that, I just want to say, I really, really appreciate it if you're watching this on if you're watching this for the very first time, brief appreciate if you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For more content like this, hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video from me. And also, I actually have an Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch that you can go follow using the usernames down below for that. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one where we go race in Canada for the Canadian Grand Prix at Montreal. So with that, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out, everybody. Ciao.